Laurie Finney Beard was born and raised in central Illinois in a small town called Virginia. At an early age, Laurie inherited key traits from her father that would occupy a huge role in her life: a passion for the Chicago Cubs and a strong entrepreneurial spirit. The latter quality, instilled and exercised from Laurie's youth onward, would be key to major successes later in life. Laurie's father owned Finney Drugstore, which operated as a pharmacy and general store in town. Laurie worked in the family-owned business by mopping floors and stocking shelves. As she got older, Laurie took on new responsibilities, eventually checking orders, filling drawers in the pharmacy, and doing the books. Laurie thought about attending pharmacy school, but once she took an accounting class, it clicked. Business was her calling. After graduating Virginia High School in 1969, Laurie attended the University of Illinois. Seeking a smaller school where relationships were a bit stronger, she transferred to Millikan University in Decatur, earning her economics finance degree in 1973. Laurie lived in Chicago after graduation, where it was still difficult for women to find jobs in finance. Laurie was finally hired by the Federal Home Loan Bank Board in January 1975. She was the first woman hired in the 7th District and worked at a different financial institution every week. This helped her to learn the banking industry from the inside. 2 years later, Laurie's first pregnancy pulled her off the road, and the family relocated to Grand Rapids in the fall of 1976. Laurie earned her MBA from Grand Valley State University in 1981. That year, Laurie was the second woman to be hired as a broker at Payne Weber. When A.G. Edwards was expanding to Grand Rapids in 1985, they recruited Laurie, who accepted their offer and rolled her supplies from the Payne Weber office through the Skywalk overnight. This move was a big risk. Laurie had to give up her existing clients and hope that they would follow her. Laurie's client relationships paid off, and many of them followed her over to the new firm. In 1991, Laurie was approached by local business people, including Russ Andre, planning to form a new bank. They needed to raise $3.5 million in capital and pull together a management team. This was the right opportunity at the right time, and Laurie accepted, becoming a charter member of the senior management team for Founders Bank and Trust. Working on card tables and old chairs from home, they needed investors despite not yet having a physical space. Laurie always did what was right for her clients, and they returned that loyalty by writing checks. On December 10, 1991, having raised $8.3 million, Founders Trust Personal Bank opened its doors. One of the primary goals of Founders was to have the best personal service in town. They opened in the suburbs, had customer service reps instead of tellers, and no private offices or teller windows, all serving to make them more approachable and conversational. Founders built up clientele through referrals and word of mouth, expanding from part of a building to the whole building to needing a larger building. In the summer of 2001, Founders moved across the intersection to their new headquarters. In fall of 2001, Russ Andre retired, and Laurie became president and CEO of Founders. Laurie's office, right by the front door, reflected her leadership style. Laurie was accessible and made it a point to know everyone. In 2005, the bank changed its name to Founders Bank and Trust and attracted people who wanted to know their banker. They offered high-quality service and had a strong talent in commercial, mortgage, and retail. Founders' success, a result of the long-standing dedication to their customers, was noticed by larger banks. In 2015, Founders Bank and Trust merged with Old National Bank. Laurie led Founders through the merger and praises Old National for the role in the process. Laurie says that Founders' success was a team accomplishment. However, her leadership was essential to their continued growth. And the bank that started on card tables and $8.3 million sold to Old National with 4 branches and $466 million in assets. Though she's retired from Founders, Laurie currently serves on the boards for the Grand Rapids Community Foundation, the Grand Valley University Foundation Board of Trustees, the Ehlers Transit Partnership, the Economic Club of Grand Rapids, and many others. She's a lifelong fan of the Chicago Cubs, attending every home and road opener, as well as Game 6 of their World Series championship in 2016. When in town, Laurie loves to hang out with her son Jeremy and her grandkids Stella and Zachary. In 2005, Laurie's younger son Paul, an animator in New York, tragically passed away in a car accident. He was an organ donor, and 6 people who needed an organ are alive today because of his gift. Laurie is very involved with the Gift of Life and sits on the board for the Transplant Games of America and has started a scholarship fund at Rhode Island School of Design in honor of Paul. Laurie enjoyed early exposure to business, entrepreneurship, and customer service at Finney Drugstore. She applied these experiences and added to them throughout her career, culminating in her helping to start and then lead Founders Bank and Trust. Many boards and organizations have received the benefit of her knowledge. Laurie's influence continues to have a profound effect in the community. Congratulations, Laurie Finney Beard, 2017 Junior Achievement West Michigan Business Hall of Fame Laureate.